When you uncork a bottle with the Bodegas Paternina label, you will find much more than you imagine. Without a doubt, you'll be able to taste the excellent quality of the wine, and it is possible that you will also share the dreams that have made Paternina a great winery in every sense of the word. Paternina's dream goes back to 1896, when it was established in the underground galleries which have existed since the 17th century in Ojauri, a small village in the heart of Upper Rioja. The optimum conditions of this winery for the aging of wines helped them to become the first Rioja wine brand known throughout Spain and the rest of the world. Its labels became familiar, especially those with the characteristic bands, with the blue band at the head. Many years later, in the year 2000, the itinerant exhibition Signs of the Century, 100 Years of Graphic Design in Spain, which was first shown at the Reina Sofia Museum in Madrid, selected the blue band label as one of the most representative Spanish symbols of the 20th century. With this background, it is not surprising that Paternina is considered synonymous with Rioja. Paternina's dream began in the vineyards. The quality of the fruit will depend on them. You have to choose the area, the orientation, the altitude. You have to dedicate the most delicate care and the strictest controls to them. The grape density must be medium to low, so that they receive the necessary sun and the beneficial air. Thus, during the harvest, you can select the best bunches with the appropriate gradation, pH, and color. The dream continues inside the winery during all the processes that transform the grape juice into wine. Then silence. Time stands still. A monastic atmosphere impregnates everything. The wine sleeps and slowly evolves in a sea of oak barrels. And when the enologist decides, and only then, it is bottled. The wine leaves the silence of the wood, then in barely a few moments, moves to the silence of the cellars for aging in the bottle. Once again, silence. And it remains that way until the wine has reached its very best and is ready to go onto the market. Paternina's dream was born under the ground, in the unique conditions of the cellars of Ojauri, in which the best reserves and grand reserves age in the bottle. And it continued above ground, with the construction of the modern Aro winery, which maintains the ideal temperature and humidity for the aging and evolution of the wine. In this impressive space, artisan skills stand alongside the latest technology, which permits the most demanding controls of quality, traceability, hygiene, and safety. Bodegas Paternina produces wines that arouse emotions. Persistent wines which remain and grow in the mouth, whether they be young or aged, classic Riojas or designer wines, fruity or mature whites, from traditional or ecological viticulture. For the winery, innovating means improving, creating new wines, adapting to consumers' tastes without losing its roots, tirelessly striving for quality. Paternina's dream is the dream of a family, that of Marcos Equizabal, the president of the winery, who leads a highly qualified human team who dedicate all their experience and passion to doing what they know best, producing wines of the highest quality. The dream of Bodegas Paternina is also being part of the society in which it lives, and actively contributing to improving it through positive initiatives both inside and beyond its facilities. Its commitment to its surroundings has led it to use all the means available to it to minimize the environmental costs of its activity. Thanks to its master plan, in recent years it has reduced water consumption by 80% and has built a treatment station which far exceeds the legal requirements, so that the water the winery receives from nature leaves its facilities in perfect conditions. Likewise, it was one of the first companies in the sector to obtain the ISO 14001 environmental certificate. And, moreover, it is one of the few major wineries that produces wine from ecological viticulture. For this and other reasons, Paternina is considered by the public authorities and by many of its customers as an environmentally exemplary company. Its policy of sponsorships is essentially focused on sport because this represents values of effort and fair play with which it identifies. The Paternina Wine Club was created with the idea of maintaining the closest contact between the winery and the end consumers. Almost a decade after its foundation, it has its own website with an active virtual store and the magazine Matices, which, in addition to promoting wine culture and informing about the world of Paternina, has become a means to communicate the solidarity activities of the partners and different NGOs. Active collaboration with these organizations is a priority within the winery's social policy. Paternina is aware that quality wine is a healthy, essential part of the Mediterranean diet and an excellent vehicle to educate young people in moderate, responsible consumption. With this aim, the magazine Matices contains a health section offering news relating wine and health. Realizing Paternina's dream requires very demanding commitments. Maintaining the cultural value of its wine-producing heritage in the best conditions, making its facilities environmentally efficient to help curb climate change, collaborating on projects that are positive for society, preserving the skills of viticulture, continuing to be an effective instrument promoting responsible consumption. In short, being an active part of a constantly changing society. But above all, the dream of Bodegas Paternina is its commitment to tradition, quality, innovation, and excellence. In other words, its commitment to the consumers to whom day after day it offers wines that imitate dreams.